to write out this song, but I can't stop singing along. Is it right if it don't feel too wrong? Well, I'll just keep singing along.
Hey y'all, Happy New Year. We here at Texas Local Live have been giving artists the tools they need to spread their content throughout the internet. So this year, we're going to step it up a notch. Introducing our 2018 Songwriter Competition. Go to our website at texaslocallive.com/competition to register your entry. It's $25 per, and it'll get you in the running for the final competition. We will hold a top 10 final competition at Sundown in Granada on May 6th. So get those entries in soon, and we'll see you there. Good luck in 2018. Welcome to Texas Local Live. We are here on scene in Las Colinas at the ranch tonight with our special guests, Micheal and Michael Ferguson, the brothers here. How you guys doing?
Yo.
Great, man. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing
great.
Excelente, man. We are hanging out under the bull here. Can't get any better than this. We are so glad to be out here on this evening. We've got some live music coming up here on a Monday night. We do have the songwriter competition coming up here pretty soon. It is open for registration. If you haven't gotten a chance, it is already 5 days into February, so you need to get going on that. April 1st is your deadline. And sorry for the selfless plugs, but man, we're trying to promote it, right?
No.
You guys like songwriters. You want to like keep that stuff rolling, right?
Sundown is awesome.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Sundown in
All good
Granada,
prizes.
May 6th, man. We're going to be killing it there. So enough about that. We want to hear about these guys that are writing songs, that are out on the scene doing it, man. Tell us about it. First off, the brother dynamic here. Let's give us some insight into that. We want to hear about your history here a little bit, man.
Yeah, so we came from the same
Mother.
That's
that's where we start.
That's it? Yes, that's a great start point.
And both of our parents are musicians. We just grew up that being our like day-to-day life, their means of living.
Yeah.
So it's always been a huge part of our lives. We've been in a couple of other bands together.
Okay.
Yeah. We've been playing music together since we were 5 and 6 years old.
Same genres all the time, or did y'all ever?
No.
It's been, I would say throughout it's always been kind of rock, but it's changed throughout, taking a more southern flair, more pop flair. But lately it's been pretty straightforward rock
Yeah,
stuff.
it's always been rock, but, we've always done different stuff, all different types of things growing up. But in the past 5 years, it's kind of narrowed itself down.
Just honing in the skills to what you're, like, suited for, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, that's usually
exactly.
how it goes, right?
Yeah, and as you tour and play with different people and different acts, you kind of figure out what your authentic voice is, and that's what we're still in the means of figuring out.
Yeah, and you guys are, according to the website, y'all are doing 200 a year, roughly?
Yeah,
I mean, y'all are busting it.
Yeah, 2017 we did around 200 shows.
Yeah, that's great.
Clocked in 20,000 tour miles across the U.S.
Nice.
Seen a lot of motel rooms this year.
Yeah. A lot
Virginia.
of cockroaches.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of couches this year, man.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's been a busy year.
People let you hang out with them, man. You give them music, they give you a place to sleep. That's a fair trade. Maybe some beer is exchanged here and there.
Yeah,
but
more than a fair trade.
More than enough for sure. So you guys have been playing the country, yeah? I mean, festivals, anything particular that stood out that last year? Or?
Oh, man. Yeah, gosh. We went on a couple of national tours, and they were all, like, we weren't support for somebody else's tour. It was us headlining, per se. I mean, we went everywhere from Austin to Charlottesville, Virginia, Chicago,
Virginia
Wisconsin.
treats us well.
Yeah? Been up there a couple times then, yeah?
Yeah, we've been up there twice. Charlottesville.
Yeah, we'll be going back in April.
Third time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really cool bar down there, or up there. Right?
Yeah.
I always say down there,
Yeah,
even if it's up.
yeah, right. It's always that. It's always down
Washington,
there.
D.C. was a cool show, too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, a little
we just
DC.
we just love going to places we've never been. And William Clark Green was a great one 2 weeks ago. That one was
that
great.
was
That was not on
technically
the same tour.
2018.
That was
Yeah.
2018,
But-
yeah.
Oh, that's recent. Where'd y'all play there? Or would y'all?
That was in Little Rock, Arkansas, at a place called Sticky's Rock and Roll Chicken Shack.
I love it.
Dude.
Was there chicken wire? Oh, dude, that's
Dude.
crazy cool.
Delicious
chicken.
Amazing.
good
Oh,
chicken.
dude.
Couple highlights from 2017, though. We opened up a couple shows for Charlie Crockett.
Nice.
We love him and his whole crew. They're badass. But who else were we with in 2017? It was a lot of fun.
We did Charlie a couple times. Jason was cool.
Jason Elmore,
Was
from
really
around
cool.
here in Dallas.
Yeah.
Shredder.
Dude, very cool.
Yeah, man. 2017.
Yeah,
was
y'all.
good.
Yeah, to say the least. Good gosh,
They
man.
released an EP then
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And tell us about the EP, man. I saw that.
Yeah, so we recorded that in St. Louis because we were both living there at the time. And have you ever heard of Pokey Lafarge? He's a
I have
kind of
not.
folky. He's like in a time machine back to the 40s and 50s.
Okay.
And he's kind of like St. Louis's boy.
Okay.
And we recorded that with his producers for his last album, which was awesome.
Very cool.
But yeah, 6 songs on there. Been taking that all over since we released it in December. So it's been out for about 2 months now.
Yeah, we were touring on that
Yeah.
for 5 months or 4 months before it came out even. So
Yeah.
Okay.
we've been on those tunes are
Really fresh.
near and
really.
dear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And so that, I assume, is going to be a goal this year, is to kind of hone in on getting that more out there, I guess, through the beginning of this year.
absolutely.
Yeah,
well,
as
we
you go.
just got done recording 4 new songs this last week.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Here in Dallas at Modern Electric Sound Recorders, where Texas Gentlemen, that's kind of their home base.
Yeah.
Reverend Horton Heat.
Yeah.
Paul Coffin,
Yeah.
Nikki Lane, Leon Bridges, a lot of people coming through there.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. Amazing.
Crazy energy, too, man.
Yeah, man,
that's
that place is
nuts.
We had the
crazy.
best time. Jason
Yeah.
Burt of Medicine Man Revival.
He produced a record.
Incredible producer.
Dude, yeah.
Ooh,
I can't
I'm
wait
excited.
for people to hear that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
excited. for you to hear
excited. I'm real excited, man. This is cool stuff. I
Yeah.
dig it a lot. So, have you guys been up in the Dallas area, or where were y'all, and growing up, where y'all
So-
play? I mean, where y'all
Yeah,
local
Dallas
boys?
we grew up
We're
in
Dallas
Farmers
boys.
Branch,
Okay.
Carrollton.
Close enough.
Yeah, so not too far from here. But as soon as we graduated from high school in Carrollton, we moved up to St. Louis, and we actually both went to school for theater at a conservatory in St. Louis. So we both majored in acting. And it was just recently in September that I moved back to Dallas, because before then I had been traveling around working as an actor for the most part.
Interesting.
But yeah, one thing led to another, and moved back here and just fell into the scene in
Well,
Dallas. It's awesome.
we've been playing in Deep Ellum since I was 17. I used to play as a for-hire drummer for different people, R&B, hip hop, whatever. So me and him and then in our old band and just in seeing shows have been involved in the Dallas music scene. But then he came back and he was calling me from St. Louis, like, there's all these guys in Dallas that are killing it right now. And then he came back. I came back in September. I took a year off from school because our tour schedule was too extensive. And I was like, wanted to do that more than school.
Yeah.
So we came back, and this September is when things started really like going much more fast-paced for us in Dallas.
Yeah.
But we've been here our whole life.
Yeah, but the timing of everything now is synced up to where y'all are both at this junction where it seems like it's just going full throttle at this point. Not that you weren't before.
No,
but
well,
yeah, it's crazy how that
grown,
works out. Yeah.
It's amazing how much it helps being all in the same place.
Oh, yeah,
for
like sure.
when you've got members that are spread out across the country.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you $1,000 just to get together.
Yeah, just to meet.
Yeah.
It's hard to reherse on Skype. It's kind of weird,
exactly.
right?
And it sucks because we have buddies that shred everywhere.
Yeah,
Nashville,
all over.
St. Louis.
Oh yeah, especially you're meeting everyone like
Yeah.
no one's business
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah.
Well, we went on a tour with 2 dear buddies of ours. One of them was playing bass. The other was playing guitar. Nate Bellotti, he's based out of Nashville. Nate,
Love you,
what's
Nate.
up?
I
If
miss
you're
you.
watching. Fantastic guitar player. Devin Smith out of St. Louis, great bass player.
Hey-o.
We love you.
We love you.
But yeah, lately we've been going as a trio though. Us 2 and our good buddy Dawson. Who
I was
going
gonna
to
ask who's doing bass. Okay.
Yeah, Dawson.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. You guys are kicking butt.
We
That's
both
cool.
have composed for shows too, which is like a new thing in theater that's happening a lot more. Is they have a live musician doing stuff, and so I played drums for the whole production of this Shakespeare thing and up there. So that's what I want to do with theater more in the future, is doing more of the sound and music part.
The composition of it.
Yeah, it's on and off. Just like gigs in the music world, they come like out of nowhere. So
yeah, you never know. You got to put feelers out and see what you can get. That's a really cool dynamic as well. And that's another thing I like to ask artists that we have on here too, is like, how do you go about songwriting, composing? Like, what is your process for that? And I'll throw that at y'all for that question. I mean,
ask this one, that one.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to me writing stuff for myself, a lot of that just comes out of noodling, just like sitting around, and I'll play a chord progression and hear a melody that comes with it. Me personally, melodies usually come before lyrics do,
Yeah.
for whatever reason. But when I'm working on a theater piece, I've got the whole story of the play or the musical to work off of.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to draw off my own personal experience.
Sure, you have a theme or you have a feeling
something
experience
right
right there.
Yeah.
So that's super helpful. Sometimes it's extremely challenging.
That's interesting.
But
yeah. Could you
yeah.
take lyrics from a songwriter with no melody and write a song?
I mean, it'd be a challenge.
Yeah, that's
it could
interesting.
definitely, yeah, give it a go.
Just having that, because that's something very unique. I think personally, having that ability to see a script or to see a playwright,
Right.
and then say, okay, I know the mood here, or I know the storyline. Here's what I want to, here's what I think they're trying to go with.
For sure.
And that's very interesting.
That's
a
a
song,
great point.
Couple stanzas, yeah.
I mean, it's different for me being a drummer because it's more
Yeah.
about feel. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And that can say a lot about something, the way you play in a song.
For sure.
But something that he talks about a lot and that I totally agree with, which we love about music in a very different way than theater or whatever, is in like acting. You get a car commercial and it's a terrible commercial and you do the gig because you make money.
Yeah.
And it's not your story or whatever. It's like what you have to do. But the special thing about the songwriting that we've in music is just it's so much more of a heightened stake because it's like this is my story that I'm putting out here. So, if I look ridiculous, I wrote this thing
it's
too.
on me.
You know what I mean?
It's all you.
Yeah.
Every part of it's you.
Yeah.
That's very true, man. So you got obviously y'all are busy as hell coming up in 2018. Y'all got stuff. You have anything scheduled out in terms of tours and things going on?
Yeah.
In
Tell us
April,
about that.
we're doing a good long national run. We'll be going, all over the place a little bit, all the way up to Chicago, back out to Charlottesville,
Memphis,
hitting
Grand
Michigan
Rapids
for the first time.
Okay, very cool.
Delaware for the first time.
We're doing some South by stuff too.
Okay, that's
so
very
we'll be
cool.
down
Come
in
back
Austin
around, yeah.
in March. But lots of dates around Texas. We'll be heading out to Lubbock to do the Blue Light Live not too long.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I saw y'all had Jerry Serrano on here not too long ago.
Yeah,
he
the
runs
host, doing the open mic up there.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, he's
I
awesome.
Just met him
Such
this
an
last
influential
year.
place.
Yeah,
they're getting one, and that's another thing we were talking about earlier. That down here, they're getting
Dallas.
down here, right down the street, man. Yeah. So that's one of those things where it's like, man, we want to try to either
book
get in
us.
that place or book. Come on, everybody. We
us.
reached out to him too. We're trying to get an open mic thing, or again like a whiskey jam
cool.
situation, and that was one on the list, but I don't think they're built up yet. So we're trying to play it by ear.
Yeah.
Of course, the ranch here is ideal
Beautiful.
for that
Thank
situation.
you, the ranch.
I mean, it's again, thanks to the ranch for that for sure. And you guys are going to South by in March, yeah, right? Y'all, some of y'all are going down there. You all have anything set up for that yet, or?
We've got one thing that we're for sure doing, and then we're still in the midst of. There's so much being set up literally right now.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be fun. If you're in Austin for South by, look up what Micheal Ferguson's doing because it's going to be awesome. We just can't really say exactly the extent of what's going on, but there is stuff going. And just like, South by, I feel like people get a negative connotation sometimes about, which I did for a long time because there's just so much.
Yeah,
but there's going to be a lot of good stuff for Dallas artists down there this year. So.
And so another reason I brought it up too, one of our main sponsor for that competition, songwriter competition, is Noise Factory, and there's a studio down there in Georgetown, and they're kind of on the out, and they're kind of a little off the beaten path, but they're still going to be a part of that. So that might be something too. May hit up with you guys on because we'd like to get a lot of Dallas artists, like you said, down that way because they just kind of seems like you don't want to go there. Maybe I'm not sure what the weird part about it is. But it's just like I'm not going to Austin. It's just oversaturated, it's such
expensive.
I know, But there are those little pockets of things that pop up, and I think that's kind of like that's a web that's going to bring people in. Because the more of those that pop up that are independent, the more people are going to want to. Okay, I can do that. I'm not going to go downtown or whatever. You know what I mean? They want to get into it.
Well, because there's so much unofficial South by stuff going on. You've got the official showcases, but
you're digital age, man. You can just tag South by,
it's
South
crazy.
by Southwest, and you're done.
Some of the craziest energies and also best performances I've ever seen have been house shows in Austin during South by.
Just energies there, man.
Never
it's
know.
just tons of energy all around there.
Yeah,
that's crazy cool, man. So, we have any time on the EP? Frame. Not to spoil alert everybody, but now I'm all excited. That's all I've been thinking about the past 10 minutes. So.
Talk to this one, man. I just hit things, man.
No,
that's all I do. I just hit things.
This year, I'll say.
Okay, we'll take that. We'll take it. 2018, we will take that for sure. So one more thing I really like to get into a little bit, and this goes for both of you guys. And y'all definitely have a little more experience than some artists we've had. What is the scene like, and specifically Texas, we're Texas Local Live. We like to know what the music scene's out there for artists of all different kinds. What is y'all's perspective of it here in Texas and Texas music scene? And then obviously nationally speaking, I mean, what's that like for you guys and being a touring band?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with the Texas music scene, specifically Dallas. But like,
why is that? Yeah,
it's so vibrant. Like I know so many musicians, singer-songwriters in Dallas that their full-time gig, because there's so much opportunity, is gigging and writing songs, producing music, because there is so much opportunity out here. And it's such a melting pot for so many different styles. Like the hip-hop community is as vibrant as the,
Red Dirt scene. Whatever you want in Dallas, it's there, you know. And Houston has had a big name in music, like on different respects, for country, for hip-hop. But Dallas, like, I feel like recently is just slowly, I mean, it's just like there's so many people in the DFW area that are just so talented that it's amazing. I mean, I'm looking at it, and I don't want to move to LA or anything like that, because it's just like they're all right here. And I think Texas musicians support each other so hard because it's the lucky thing of knowing, like, you could go on a Texas tour and spend 2 weeks easily hitting huge venues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the amazing part. And I also just love, just like music, and it correlates with the music and with Texas, but every single inch of Texas is so different. I mean, West Texas is so crazy different.
Pockets
East
all
Texas,
over, man.
I mean, the Hill Country, of course. So I just, I mean, it's vibrant.
And really, I mean, that's been the theme, as you can imagine. No one's really bash. I'm sitting here doing Texas Local Live with
Texas.
Yeah, F that. Yeah. But the scene is definitely there, and it's receptive, and that's what we're trying to do here. And not to toot our own horn or anything, but that's what we want to do. So these artists that are watching, hopefully they're taking this in and understanding, like, you're nationally touring, and you want, the first step is to do it. The first step is to get out there, and of all the states to be in for receptive, people, this is it. You're in it. If you're here, you're in it. Like, get out and do it, and that's what we want to see. And it's great to hear artists like yourself telling other artists that are getting started that's
absolutely.
That's kind of the root of it.
And we just started this thing too.
I met a guy just recently who had just moved to Dallas from Miami, and he's a songwriter himself, and he was like, I've been here for 2 days, and it feels like I'm in Nashville, like I'm just surrounded by artists that are all working and moving. And the Blue Light, talking about them earlier, I did their songwriter competition this year, and I walked in, and the walls were just covered in all Texas artists stickers and posters. And it was so cool to see that community, like, being that invested into artists that are based in and stay primarily in Texas. Like, you can make the rounds in Texas
you
all
can have
year
a
long.
complete career. There are many artists that had careers in the region. You give them Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, New Mexico.
Right.
You're good.
What I mean, seriously.
Yeah, my drum set teacher, he played for everyone around, and, like, that's when I was growing up, and he told me that's so important. Just there's so many different places you can play in Texas.
Especially as a session, like a musician like that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and those are
what genre you can play north to south, east to west in a year and knock out every genre known to man. It's wild. It's one of the craziest states. I love this state so much. Okay.
Yeah.
No, enough love
Texas.
for Texas. Yeah, like, it's so crazy awesome. I mean.
Well, guys, let's plug it up a little bit. I want to hear, let people know where to find your stuff. I mean, let them know they want to follow you. Let's hear it.
Cool.
Tell them about it.
Instagram, it's just Micheal_Ferguson. 2 L's, Mitchell.
Good point.
_Ferguson. Some people do FUR, which I feel like that's Ferguson. If you do FUR. But that's not us. Ferguson. And then website, mitchellferguson.info. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/listen to Micheal Ferguson.
That's a command.
Like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's
and
where we're
I'm
at.
on Instagram. You can follow Micheal Ferguson Drums, all
Okay.
one word.
Okay.
I play drums, and that's
There you go.
mainly what the Instagram
Hey, man.
is.
Yeah,
so.
that's good. People like to see the inside of all that, man. The
Yeah.
more content, the better. We've learned, put it out there and just keep going,
Oh yeah.
and something will happen. If it's
Yeah.
decently interesting.
Something, yeah.
Something's
yeah.
going to happen.
Pump it out.
Well, we'd like to hear a couple songs. We can do that, too. We're
Let's
here in
do
this
it.
beautiful venue again in Las Colinas at the ranch here, and we're going to get some tunes coming up from Micheal Ferguson next.
Great.
Thanks, guys.
What's up, y'all? This is Micheal Ferguson, and this song is called Singing Along. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've been trying to write out this song, but I can't stop singing along. Is it right if it don't feel too wrong? Well, I'll just keep singing along. When I sit down and try to open up my mind and let you know what's flowing through my veins, it can feel like I ain't got nothing worth your time. Don't know if I can bear my soul, but I can surely share my brain. I've been trying to write out this song, but I can't stop singing along. Is it right if it don't feel too wrong? Well, I'll just keep singing along. My friend told me that I am staying locked inside, and I've got to break out this ugly shell. Find the good stuff and let them know what it feels like to scrape the depths of heaven while you're walking straight through hell. And I said, I've been trying to write out this song, but I can't stop singing along. Is it right if it don't feel too wrong? Well, I'll just keep singing along. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I've been trying to write out this song, but I can't stop singing along. Is it right if it don't feel too wrong? Well, I'll just keep singing while my heart keeps ringing. Yes, I'll just keep singing along. Hey! Yeah. This song's called Salado. On my way down to Austin, there's a little old town. I'm long past lost, but there I feel found. If you blink, you might miss it. It's a whispering sound. Old Salado's got a whole lot left to give. There's a mermaid that's swimming in the creek where I played. When I was a boy and wasn't afraid of the pressures of moving to New York or LA. Old Salado's got a whole lot left to give. The childhood's gone. My memory is strong. Old Salato's got a whole lot left to give. On my way back to Dallas, feeling 6th Street last night, I turn on my signal and veer to the right. About an hour from the check stop, there's a little old town. Old Salato's got a whole lot left to give. Though childhood's gone, my memory is strong as a heartache. Life's tough, but hopefully long.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check us out at TexasLocalLive.com for everything else that's going on in our world. Be sure to check us out on all the other social media platforms we have at Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat at Texas Local Live, and we hope to be seeing you around there.